So it's the end of D9 and I'm going to kind of do like an evaluation of how everything's gone. I've got everything up in front of me of what I've done just here. And I'm going to talk to you about like each week, how that was, the plan was for that week, whether I stuck to it or whether my changing plan was effective or whatnot. So yeah, so we started by making a plan, and I did a video explaining my plan instead of just putting a picture on, because I wanted to explain what my idea was for each week. And in this plan week, I kind of got my aim and my goal of what I wanted to do, which was create an online learning resource. So I thought, this module, I need to get everything for that online learning resource, so I need all the content. So what I did is I planned each week. I did it like I did all the projects. I did planning each week, and what I was going to do in each week. So week 1, I was going to create the plan, and then do a little bit of research on tutorial videos and all that sort of stuff, and then so on, start creating the content for the tutorial stuff. So yeah, that was the plan before I even started, and I think I had a really good solid plan there. I kind of had a good idea, know what I wanted to do moving forward each week, and it gave me a clear goal of what I needed to do each week. So that, I thought, starting off, that was a really good plan. So we moved on to week 1. In week 1, I did a bit of research on why tutorial videos are better than book tutorials, and why is online better. So some of the stuff that I researched was videos are better because you can keep rewinding and keep having a voice talk to you, and it's something to do with the brain, where the brain takes in more information from a video than reading a book. So there were more reasons why I wanted to do video tutorials, and it kind of gave me that pros of video tutorials. I also searched why tutorials, so they're very easy to use and accessible, especially for different target audiences, because you can have more complex tutorial videos for a different age range. You can have really basic ones for your different target audiences. I also put what my goal is for the project. So my goal was to create a series of drumming tutorial videos, and they get more complex throughout the series. I also justified what my target audience is, who I'm trying to aim for, and also what my unique selling point will be, because these are the different things that I need to think about now in week 1 before I even go make these videos. Because if I make the videos now and then think about my target audience, I could have made a complete different video to my target audience that I was aiming for. So that was what I kind of did in week 1, just because I wanted to not go straight in and start making the videos. I need to know why these are better, and I just wanted to do a bit of research really on different things of tutorials. So week 2, we then did a bit more research, because I thought, yeah, I've done why tutorial videos are better, but how good can these blow up, or can they blow up, or will they not? So that's the kind of thing that I wanted to then go down and see, where's the potential for the future, or where's the potential these videos could go. So in week 2 then I started looking on YouTube, because of videos that I've come across in the past, which is YouTube sites and channels and they've got up to like 2 million subscribers, can get up to 9 million views on videos, and these are drumming tutorial videos for beginners, and there's all different ranges. So they're more of what I've just spoke about then is Drumeo. They're more of a collaborative group of people, and they do different videos for a different range. But there's some independent artists from Birmingham, and tutors, and there's someone called Chris Turner. So you can start independently and then grow up, and he gets up to like thousands of views on his videos. And then there's also someone called Cooper Drummer. I've watched him for years, so I kind of took his layout of his videos. How could I try and have my layout? I want to kind of use that as an inspiration. So there's all these kind of things that I wanted to take and use for inspiration and see where my videos could get to. And then I also did a bit of research on when I've done my videos, I need to edit them. So I did a bit of research of what, not research, but like what editing softwares I could potentially use, and the most accessible ones for me. So also in week 2 then, once I've did my research, I kind of then went into planning my actual tutorials, each session, each tutorial one, because I planned my week and what I was going to do tutorial 1 in week 1, but I never actually planned what I was going to do in the tutorial. So in this week, I planned every single tutorial, what the learning objectives is, what I'm going to cover, what I could then bring into the next lesson, and what the topic is, and I did that for every single tutorial, so I was ready and planned to go straight in and just start filming every single week. So this week as well, I planned my tutorials and I went straight in and just put my phone up and filmed in front of a drum kit. And I thought, this is good, it's good practice, but it's not going to get far. It looks like an easy way out. I got it done in 20 minutes. It looked like the easy way out, no editing done. It looks boring, simple. It didn't look nice, it didn't look professional, which if I wanted to get these 9 million views, or aiming to get these 9 million views, I'm not going to be able to get 9 million views from a video like that. So I had a debrief at the end of the week and kind of then thought, I need to make a change for week 3. How can I make these videos better? How can I make them more professional? So I thought I could get a camera. I could contact a photography student, ask to use their professional camera. I could mic up the drum kit and I could then mix the audio so we get a nice quality sounding drum kit. We'll get a good setting, and it becomes more professional. So in week 3, I got in touch with the photography student. He then told me his camera, how I need to kind of use it, how we bring it in, what lens I need, and what camera it is. And then what I did is in week 3 is I did a behind the scenes video. So I did a behind the scenes video of me setting up, what mics I used, and kind of how I wanted my setup to be. There was a time lapse of me setting up, and then there's a time lapse of me kind of having a little practice, and then of me actually doing the real thing. And then in week 3, I'll get 3 videos done. I do really well in this week, and this is all mic'd up. It's with a proper camera, and I think I did really well in this week, because I went from having something really rubbish to something really, like the start of something really good. In week 3, then I started syncing the audio to the video. So the audio in Logic to the video, which you'll be able to see. And then at the end of week 3, I explained what I've done, and I think this was really good. I think this week was really productive, going from something really basic to something that I could get really good and professional. I think kind of gave me a big confidence boost somewhere, and kind of this week kind of gave me a different perspective of what my end project is going to be, because I'd never thought this is what it was going to look like by the end, if I was being 100% honest. So I was really pushing myself here to get the best out of me. So going into week 4, we did one video, because obviously being ill and everything that week. I did another video in a different setting because I needed a whiteboard. And I also gave myself time that week to re-record anything that I need to re-record in case I messed up, or I gave myself a bit of time that week to carry on and give myself a bit of time to look back through my videos, make sure I needed to not re-record. And then, yeah, for week 5, we then started going into editing, and I was originally going to use Final Cut Pro, but we couldn't find any computer that had it. So then the only thing that we could have was Adobe Premiere Pro. So I've never used this software before. I did find it challenging at first. It was kind of just throw me in the deep end, let's do it. So there's screen recordings of my whole sessions in this week, and you can see me looking at tutorial videos on how to actually use this while I'm editing, how to just make a transition in Premiere Pro, how to like put the frames so I have 2 frames in one frame, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was kind of that week. It was kind of getting to grips with Premiere Pro, which I've never used before, and it was pretty complex. And then you can see the videos that I've edited so far. And then again in week 6, I had the biggest video to edit because it was kind of reading through a page of drum music, and I had to then, every time I was playing through a bar, I had to keep changing like the tab over. So that took more time. So this week I took a complete week to get that video done because it did take a lot of time, which I didn't think I'd get the outcome that I did, and I'm really impressed by how much I pushed myself to get the outcome. And then yeah, that's everything up to week 6, and I think that's the end of the project now. I've got all the content that I need to go onto the tutorial website. So yeah, I think I did really well. I didn't think I'd get this far and have this this content for the end project. I didn't think I'd get it this good. I could definitely push myself even further by mixing the audio if I needed to, which obviously limited amount of time now. But that's something that I could do moving forward, or if I redid the project again, I could then start mixing the audio, sample replace stuff. So yeah, that is the end of D9. And yeah, I think I've done really, really well, considering I was just using my phone to film 2 videos. I think that was a good practice point as well, because there were 20-minute videos, and the ones that I've got now, my actual end videos, are only about 10 minutes long. So I think they were good to be practice videos, because I kind of knew how I needed to present myself, how I needed to different language I needed to use for my target audience. So yeah, I think D9's gone really well and ended in a completely different way that I thought it would be with my content-wise. But I stuck to my plan. I still allowed an extra week for re-recording, which I didn't put in my plan, but obviously I did say throughout this process that I would need an extra week. So yeah, I think I've done really well, and I've got really good content for D10.